Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 21 plate, very high specification Mini Cooper 5-door automatic. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. Car's just had the one lady owner from brand new, cared for and maintained to a very high standard with Mini specialist service history. Just starting with the front of the vehicle, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the car. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see, a couple of minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to a couple of them just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be really close to even notice them at all. Front of the vehicle really couldn't be any better. I'll get a close up to all the bumper corners as we go around the car as well to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. No marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper lower down, can also be quite common. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I am struggling to see a single mark at all. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. That does include the plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs or marks. Moving on to the driver's door, exactly the same, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out. Get a close up to the mirror covers to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. Moving along the door, I really can't see anything to mention. Get a close up underneath the door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be common, particularly on the driver's door. Can't spot any chips to the driver's door edge either. Again, can be quite common. Just point out, as part of the high specification, front doors have the keyless entry. Moving on to the rear door, exactly the same as the driver's front, so I'm struggling to see anything to mention. Again, no marks underneath the handle. All the door edge really nice. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same, can't see anything to point out. Plastic wheel arch, again free from any scuffs, and that alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Can't see a single mark at all. Taking you into the vehicle from the driver's side, inside the car really couldn't be any better. Everything you would expect with the age and low mileage. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Really no sign of any wear to point out. That is just a shadow from the steering wheel. I can assure you it isn't a mark to the driver's seat. The car's had the genuine Mini overmats fitted from new, so there's absolutely no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. As you'd expect, no sign of any wear to the lever on the steering wheel either. High specification includes the heated front seats. Got the navigation pack, so it's got the satellite navigation also. Apple CarPlay, so very high specification. And as I've already said, really couldn't be any better inside. I will add as well, there's no unwanted odours with the car, no smells of smoke or pets. Seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly ever been sat in. The overmats are fitted in the rear there. I will remove them from the photographs just so you can see they've done the job and protected all the carpets. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats. Can also be quite common, but not the case on this Mini. Bringing you around to the rear of the car, as I already said at the start of the video, all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. Just point out the car has the rear parking sensors as part of the high specification. Just get a close up of the centre of the bumper, once again free from any marks. Can be very common, people park a little bit too close to something or someone, mark the centre of the bumper, but not the case on this Mini. Just get very low down as well so you can see there's no scuffs to the underside of the bumper. Again, people go over high curbs easily, scuff the underside, but not the case with this vehicle. Can't see anything to mention on the tailgate of the car. Inside the luggage compartment, exactly the same as the rest of the interior, really couldn't be any better. Of course, parcel shelf is present. Just get a close up to the interior trims just to show you how nice they are, and also the top of the bumper. Sometimes people carelessly load in items, end up scuffing the plastics, marking the top of the bumper, but absolutely not the case with this cherished Mini. Again, bumper corner free from any scuffs or marks. That alloy wheel exactly the same as the other two I've already shown you, struggling to see a single mark at all. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, can't spot a single parking dent, same as the driver's side. Plastic wheel arch again free from any scuffs. Onto this rear panel, certainly no parking dents or scratches. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. Onto the door or the door edge, free from any chips again. Underneath the handle, free from any marks or scratches. Do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides just so I can show you all the edge of the seat, steps, no marks to the step, no sign of anyone catching the seatbelt in them. Can be common again. As I've already said, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly ever been sat in. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. Onto the passenger front door. Again, get a close up to the door edge underneath the handle. The rest of the door, struggling to see anything to point out. Onto the passenger front wing. Again, can't see anything negative, does include the plastic wheel arch. And onto the final alloy wheel. As I've gone around all four of the alloy wheels, I am struggling to see any scuffs or signs of curving at all. It really is an absolutely cherished example. Credit to the lady who has owned the vehicle from brand new. As I go around the entire vehicle, inside and out, I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. Pointed out a couple of the most minor stone chips to the front of the car, and I reiterate, you have to be really close to even notice them at all. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger seat, as you'd expect, same as all the others, really no sign of any wear to point out, no marks to the step. Just want to lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You do see plenty of cars where you look in from the driver's side, seat looks okay, then when you look across on the passenger angle, looks a little bit out of shape, worn, but as you'd expect with the mileage, no problems with this high specification Mini. Again, we'll remove that overmat for the pictures just so you can see they've done the job, protected all the carpets. As I've already said, going around the entire car, I'm struggling to see anything to mention at all. It's worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer, just to make sure the vehicle is correct on the road. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our website at www.peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this Mini, you can pop to our website, model finance quotes, and apply for finance directly through our site. We absolutely guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves, so if you are thinking of financing the vehicle for an outside finance broker or company, please get in touch with ourselves first for the absolute guaranteed lowest rate of finance. Just gone around the vehicle one final time there just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, an absolutely cherished example, struggling to see anything negative to point out at all. The car really is a credit to the lady who has owned it from new. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you need any further information about the car, or you would like to arrange a viewing or test drive, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. Hopefully you found the video helpful.